morning you guys, it's Karen and I'm here to review the Oat Cleansing Balm by the Inkey list. There's actually 4 new items that I've bought from Inkey and I'm going to be reviewing them in separate videos. So that does mean, unfortunately, you'll see me in the same makeup, hair, etc, etc. But I thought that that would be easier because then people can find it from the title and they can, pick and choose which ones they watch according to what they are interested in. And it means that I can be more detailed about each product without worrying that the video will be too long if I had to done 4 in 1. I'll try and remember and put a video in later of me using it to remove my makeup. I've got my notes in front of me in case you see me looking down, but I will just show you on my hand what this is like. It's actually very hard to get out of this. I love the tube, but it's very hard to get out. That's what it looks like. It looks like the kind of balms, like the Emma Hardy balm, the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. It kind of looks like that, and it just is oily unless you mix it with water, and then it goes a little bit milky, depending on how much you use. If you use too much or you don't put enough water on, then it doesn't go as milky. So that's what it looks like. It is at £9.99 and the claims are that it deeply hydrates and moisturizes. The ingredients in this are 3% oat kernel oil and colloidal oatmeal, things that are really well known for hydrating and being good for sensitive skin. The price of this is £9.99. Not sure what I think of that price. I think I would have been happier if it was about £7.99. I think that would have been a more reasonable price. The claims are that it deeply hydrates and moisturizes, that it smooths and reduces blackheads, that it reduces redness and irritation and is great for sensitive skin. So the ingredients in this are, it's got 3% oat kernel oil, it's got colloidal oatmeal. The first ingredient and probably the largest ingredient is sweet almond oil though, so just something to be aware of. But oat kernel oil and colloidal oatmeal are well-known ingredients that are great for sensitive skin. They're great for soothing, they're great for blackheads, they're great for any kind of inflamed skin. My experience of using this is that it is really thick, as you saw when I put it on my hand there, and it removes every single bit of makeup, which I love. So I use it all over my face, and I've been using it on my eyes, and I'm kind of using my finger to rub it right into my eyelashes to remove any eye makeup, although I don't wear waterproof mascara, you should know that, but I wear something. I've never had a problem with running mascara, if that makes sense. So I always find a mascara that does stay on well. I just don't like the waterproof ones because they make my eyes crispy. But it removes all of my eye makeup, all of my eyeliner, everything, no problem at all. Feels really, really nice to use. Does go milky, like I say. Rinses away and doesn't leave any residue. It's not one, when you see how thick it is, you think, well, that's probably going to leave my skin feeling a bit like there's some still on it, but it doesn't at all. It just rinses right away. It doesn't sting my eyes, which is absolutely essential for me if I'm going to use a makeup remover. It doesn't sting it at all. And I, like I said, I massage my eyes so that the product gets right in there, and oftentimes the cleanser does, cleansers that I use do sting my eyes. So it doesn't sting my eyes at all. The only thing that I noticed was that for the rest of the evening, my eyes were slightly blurry. I kept thinking it was my glasses. I kept thinking I was just looking at odd things, like say the TV, and I was thinking, oh God, my eyesight's getting worse, things are a bit blurry. But I would grab my glasses, put them on and go, no, it's not that. I don't think it is that. It's just for that evening. And I noticed the following day it was completely gone. So it is one of those that it obviously does leave a little bit of residue in your eyes if you're using it to remove makeup. And I had gone in afterwards with my micellar water kind of as a toner, to remove anything that was left on my skin. So I'll see how things go like that. I've used it 3 times now and noticed it twice. The other time I didn't notice it, but I don't know whether that was just, it didn't happen or I didn't notice it, The other thing that happened to me, which I found quite odd, was that my skin was tight afterwards. And using those kind of ingredients and that kind of product, I really wouldn't have expected my skin to be tight. And so I don't know whether that's just that my skin is particularly dehydrated and dry at the moment because I'm using different, but I'm only using it once a week. But it is at the start of the process, and my skin does feel tight a lot of the time after using cleansers. But like I said, with one that had oatmeal and almond oil and oat oil, I wouldn't have expected it to feel tight, but it definitely did. I was definitely like, didn't want to leave any time between taking off my makeup in the shower and going through and doing the rest of my evening routine. There's only one review that I can find on this at the time I'm recording it, and that doesn't have anything bad to say, and is saying it's a very good product. They gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I would say that this is great for all skin types. I think that it would be good for if you've got acne, if you've got psoriasis, if you've got eczema, any kind of inflammatory skin condition. I think this would be good. I think it would be great if you've got oily skin, normal skin, dry skin as well. I think it would be good, because although I said my skin felt tight, it sort of makes sense, because it felt tight because my skin is dehydrated, which means it needs more moisture, it needs more water. But my dry patches, I've got some dry patches here where I'm using Differin, and I couldn't feel them after using it. So it addressed the dryness, but it didn't address the dehydration. Okay, we've got a lot of shadows going on. So whilst that hopefully moves away in a moment, let me tell you, they've probably realised those flowers are actually fake flowers. But I think they look amazingly real. And actually I bought those for my dad's wedding last year. Was it last year? Year before last, wow. From Ikea. And the Ikea flowers, if you're ever looking for fake flowers, look in Ikea. They've still got some that look a bit obviously fake, but these ones I think just looked really real, and they were a lot taller than that, and there was a lot more of them. But my dad and his wife don't have room in their flat for the flowers, so I said I would keep them on my dining room table, and I got Kev to cut them down a bit. Okay, thankfully the shadows have gone, but there's only a little bit more to tell you. You can apparently use this as a mask, which is interesting. I haven't tried it like that. You guys know I'm not particularly into masks, but I have to say there's quite a lot of product in here, and I think it will last a long time, because you just need the tiniest amount. Even for me, you know I like to use a lot of product, but you only need to use the tiniest amount of this to get all your makeup off. So I think this, I'm saying that about the price. You know how I was saying I think that $7.99 would have been a better price. But actually thinking about it, it will last a long time. It's not going to run out quickly. So I might actually try this as a mask and see if I find anything beneficial from it. So that's everything to tell you about this. The Inkey list is of course cruelty free. There are 3 other products that I'll be reviewing in other videos, and that's everything. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. I'll tell you what I've got on makeup wise. I have got on the Laura Mercier foundation, Silk Cream Foundation in 3C. On my eyes is the Anastasia Norvina palette. On my cheeks is a Glossier blush in Beam. On my lips is Stila liquid lipstick in Caramello, as always. And then I just used this. This is a collection. It's called a lip gloss, but it's nothing like a lip gloss. It's just a nice little sort of moisturizer, if you like. I think this is called Nude. Oh no, In the Buff. In the Buff. That's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.